I want to do a little bit of I guess from the current situation or crisis in Venezuela and USA, and it seems like on this coming Saturday, 23rd, Guaido, who's the probably appointed by United States, which is illegal. Probably considered by Venezuelan constitutional is illegal, and probably more like treason, more like legitimate opposition leader, plan to basically enter the border with his American support humanitarian aid, probably trucks, while the government, Maduro's government, had warned them and actually tried to seal the border. I think that the government constitutionally should declare martial law on those particular borders, and I would say announce that the humanitarian by U.S. government is illegal and it is a symbol of invasion and overthrowing his government, for example. And I think they must declare martial law, in which many countries before crisis to prelude or to preemptive situations, just on those borderlines, and then the government has to somehow work with the people there and try to calm them down somehow, because this is the way that United States, even though I live in the U.S., I know they try to use this to we are good at creating violence, so we're going to use violence and overthrow the government using people against people at the border. If there are any death, the mainstream media are going to be using that to intensify the overthrowing of the Maduro's government. And to me it's very sad that it's not only this is the first time we've been doing this to other countries over and over in I guess in benefits of corporations, expanding war business overseas, and want to give basically a thumb down to socialists, right? Meaning, hey, we don't want majority of the system that will benefit majority of people. We want capitalists. The problem with capitalists, when it's become rigged, it creates huge income disparity between the super rich and the middle class, or shrinking middle class and lower class. That's when the system needs to be reformed, or a new system have to come in, maybe hybrid socialist, democratic socialist, things like that. Something have to give, because it's not sustainable. But a lot of time it might become violence, which is what I'm worried about. So I really want U.S. to stop this rhetoric of or actually plan to invade Venezuela, and sadly, we kind of looking at Russia and China kind of try to counter the U.S. aggression, which is make a lot more sense. Instead of by force, we need to go back to the table, all sides, and start talking instead of saying that, hey, it is too late, it's too far, we gotta go in. So anyway, I think that one of my take, I think the government has to declare martial law on those towns before this Saturday. They got to do something to preemptive the potential violence there. So that's my take. I'll keep you guys updated later. Thanks for watching.